Virgo, I'm going to say this with all the love and urgency in my heart. I need you to stop what you're doing. I need you to put everything else aside. I need you to really hear me, not with your ears, with your soul, because this is a warning. This is the universe tapping you on the shoulder, shaking you awake, telling you that something isn't right. And I know you've been feeling it. I know you've been sensing that something is off. I know that little voice inside you has been whispering, nagging, trying to get your attention. And you've been pushing it away. You've been telling yourself it's nothing. You've been making excuses. You've been hoping it will get better. But Virgo, it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And I need you to get out before it's too late. Before we go any further, I need you to do something with me. I need you to ground yourself. I need you to be present. I need you to be ready to hear something that might be hard, because this is a warning, a real one. And if you're feeling this, if there's a knot in your stomach or a sense of urgency that you can't quite explain, if you know deep down that this message is for you, hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel because this is where the truth lives, and you're going to need to hear more of it. And drop a comment, just one word, aware. That's your declaration. That's you telling the universe that you're ready to see the truth, that you're ready to wake up, that you're ready to take action. Don't skip this. Don't scroll past. This is your moment. Seal it. All right, let me get into this, and I need you to really listen, because what I'm about to share is going to validate so much of what you've been feeling, sensing, suspecting. There's something in your life that you need to walk away from: a situation, a person, a pattern, a job, a relationship, a connection, something that's been draining you, holding you back, pulling you down. And you've been staying. You've been hoping it will get better. You've been giving it chance after chance. You've been making excuses for it. You've been telling yourself that you're overreacting, that it's not that bad, that you can handle it. But Virgo, I'm here to tell you that it is that bad, and you can't handle it. Not forever, not without losing yourself in the process. And I need you to get out before it's too late. I know those are strong words. I know they might make you uncomfortable. I know they might make you defensive, and that's okay. That's a natural reaction when someone tells you something you don't want to hear. But I need you to push past that discomfort. I need you to really hear what I'm saying, because the universe is screaming at you right now. And if you don't listen, you're going to be in a situation that's much harder to get out of. So please, Virgo, please listen. I'm seeing something specific, a situation that's been toxic for a while. Maybe it started small. Maybe it started as something beautiful, something promising, something that felt like it could be everything you wanted. But over time, it's soured. It's become heavy. It's become draining. And now it's actively harming you. You might not see it clearly because you're in it. You might not feel the full weight of it because you've gotten used to it. But I'm seeing it from the outside. And it's not good. It's really not good. Now, I need to be careful about how I say this because I don't want to cause panic, but I also don't want to soften the message. Something is wrong. Something is deeply wrong, and you need to get out before it gets worse. I'm seeing deception. I'm seeing manipulation. I'm seeing someone or something that is not what it appears to be. There are things being hidden from you. There are things being said about you behind your back. There are things being done that you don't know about. And all of it is building toward a moment that could really hurt you if you don't leave now. Let me talk about the energy of this situation. It's dark, it's heavy, it's oppressive, and it's been weighing on you more than you realize. You might think you're handling it well. You might think you're tough enough to get through it, but the energy is affecting you. It's affecting your sleep, it's affecting your mood, it's affecting your health, it's affecting your ability to think clearly, and it's slowly, subtly eating away at your spirit. And Virgo, that's not something you can just power through. That's not something that will just get better on its own. That's something you need to walk away from. I'm also seeing that you've been isolating yourself. You've been pulling away from people who love you. You've been keeping things to yourself. You've been trying to handle this alone. And I understand why. You don't want to burden anyone. You don't want to admit that you've made a mistake. You don't want to face the judgment of others. But Virgo, that isolation is part of the trap. It's how toxic situations keep you stuck. They make you feel like you have no one to turn to. They make you feel like you're alone. And then they have you exactly where they want you. So I'm telling you, reach out, talk to someone you trust, let them in, let them help you see clearly. Because right now, you're too close to this situation to see it for what it really is. Now, let me address the specific signs you've been ignoring, because I know there have been signs. I know there have been moments when you felt like something was off. I know there have been red flags waving right in front of your face, and you've been ignoring them. You've been explaining them away. You've been convincing yourself that you're being too sensitive, too paranoid, too dramatic, but you're not. You're not being any of those things. You're being smart. You're being intuitive. You're being guided by a higher power that's trying to protect you. And if you don't start listening, you're going to regret it. I'm seeing lies, not small ones, big ones, the kind that change everything once you find out the truth. And you are going to find out the truth. It's going to come to light. It's going to be revealed. But by the time it is, you might already be in too deep. You might have already made decisions you can't undo. You might have already invested more time, energy, and emotion than you can afford to lose. That's why you need to leave now, before the truth comes out, before the damage is done, before it's too late. I'm also seeing that this situation is affecting your future. It's blocking you. It's holding you back from the life you're meant to live. Every day you stay in this situation is a day you're not moving forward. Every day you tolerate this energy is a day you're not attracting the good things that are waiting for you. And Virgo, you have so much waiting for you, so much abundance, so much joy, so much love, so much success, but you can't access any of it while you're stuck in this toxic situation. It's like trying to run with weights on your ankles. You're doing all this work, but you're not getting anywhere. You need to drop the weights. You need to leave. You need to free yourself. Now, I know this is hard. I know you're scared. I know you don't want to let go. Maybe you've invested a lot in this situation. Maybe you've given a lot of yourself. Maybe you're afraid of what people will think if you walk away. Maybe you're afraid of being alone. Maybe you're afraid of starting over. And all of those fears are valid, but they're not reasons to stay. They're reasons to leave. Because staying in something that's hurting you is never the right choice. No matter how much you've invested, no matter what anyone else thinks, no matter how scary the unknown feels, your peace, your sanity, your joy, your future, all of it is more important than staying in a situation that's toxic. Let me also address something about your heart. I can feel it. You're still hoping. You're still holding on to the possibility that things will get better. You're still believing that if you just try harder, love harder, give more, sacrifice more, it will eventually work out. And I need you to understand something. A toxic situation doesn't get better with more effort. It doesn't get better with more love. It doesn't get better with more sacrifice. It only gets better when you leave. Because the problem isn't you, the problem is the situation itself, the problem is the person or pattern you're dealing with, and no amount of your energy is going to fix that. They have to change, and they're not going to. So you need to stop trying to fix something that can't be fixed and start saving yourself. I'm also seeing that you've been excusing behavior that you know is wrong. You've been telling yourself that it's not that bad. You've been telling yourself that they didn't mean it. You've been telling yourself that it will be different next time, but it won't be different. It's the same pattern over and over and over, and you're exhausted, you're drained, you're running on empty. And you don't even realize how exhausted you are because you've been pushing through it for so long. But I see it. The universe sees it. And we're all telling you the same thing. You need to get out. You need to rest. You need to heal. You need to be free. Now, let me talk about what happens if you stay, because I think you need to see it. I think you need to understand the full weight of your choice. If you stay, it's going to get worse. The manipulation will intensify. The lies will multiply. The damage will deepen. You'll lose more of yourself. You'll lose more of your joy. You'll lose more of your hope. You'll become someone you don't even recognize. And when you finally do leave, you'll have so much more to heal from, so much more to recover from, so much more to let go of. And I don't want that for you. I don't want you to go through that. I want you to leave now before it's too late, before the damage is too deep, before you lose yourself completely. And what happens if you leave? If you leave, you'll be free. You'll feel like a weight has been lifted. You'll feel like you can finally breathe. You'll feel like yourself again. You'll have space to heal. You'll have space to grow. You'll have space to attract the good things that are waiting for you. And you'll look back on this moment as the moment you saved your own life. Because that's what this is. This is you saving yourself. This is you choosing yourself. This is you saying, I matter. My peace matters. My future matters. And I'm not going to let anything or anyone take that away from me. So here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to take a breath, a deep grounding breath. And as you breathe in, imagine yourself surrounded by a bubble of protection. Imagine yourself stronger than you've ever been. Imagine yourself free. And as you breathe out, release the fear, release the doubt, release the attachment, release the hope that things will change. Just let it all go and trust that you are making the right decision. And then I want you to say these words out loud. Say them with intention. Say them with belief. Say them like they're already true. I am strong enough to leave. I am worthy of better. I am ready to walk away from anything that doesn't serve me. I release the fear of the unknown. I release the need for approval. I trust my intuition. I trust the universe. I trust myself. I am protected. I am guided. I am loved. And I am choosing to walk away before it's too late. Say that 3 times. Let it sink into your soul. Let it become your reality. And then, when you're ready, drop your comment. Type aware, claim it, own it. And don't forget to subscribe. and turn on those notifications because this is just the beginning. And what's coming next is going to be even more beautiful. Blessings on your heart, Virgo, always. You are strong enough to leave. You are brave enough to start over. And you are worthy of everything good that's waiting for you. Get out before it's too late, not because you're weak, but because you're strong enough to know when to walk away.